evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you are welcome to the CV Review Masterclass. In today's session, we are going to be taking ourselves through a lot of CV issues. We are going to be discussing everything you need to know about your CV, how to get your CV to be on point to get the job you are looking for, and other topics that we are going to be discussing, but we are going to center most of it on your CV. And so, if you are ready, get your pens and pencils, notebooks. Sorry, no one uses pencils. Well, if you have a pencil, get a pencil. Um, get something to jot down your points. Get yourself your CV if you have one, so that at least you can compare as we go along. And let's start this masterclass. My name is Jima. I'm the founder and CEO of the workplacegh.com. It's a website that is coming on very soon. We are in the programming stage, and you get to hear more about it. So let's learn more, and thank you for joining this class. Okay, so who am I? My name is Eunice, as I've already stated. I have over 10 years working experience in human resource and recruitment. I have had so much in-depth knowledge and experience in recruitment and career decisions. I have actually made several career decisions throughout my life. And so I have had all this level of experience, and I decided to pour out my knowledge and experience into highly energized individuals who want to change their lives and move their career to the next level. So if you're here and you want to move your career to the next level, well, then you're in the right place. If you're here and you are happy with where you are and you don't want anything different, well, perhaps you're in the wrong place. And so whether you are looking for the next big job or you are looking to start a new business, well, I am here to help you make that choice. Um, I'm available for consultations, I'm available for um, career counseling and several things. If you are willing to make a dynamic change, then let's move on. Now, what do I do? As a career strategist and a trainer, I perform the following activities. I review and write CVs for people. I am into career coaching, interview coaching, and strategizing, network techniques. Sometimes some of you really have bad networking skills, and so I help people to network. Online training program. I actually lecture at the university, at Pentecost University, and I help with a lot of online training program. I organize a lot of online training programs. Some of them I have started, some of them I have done with other institutions. And then I also help people who want to become entrepreneurs and build multi businesses. Personally, I am also an entrepreneur, so there are so many things I do, and I believe that as a human being, you cannot just do one thing. You cannot just decide I want to work, earn a salary, and that's all. And so, in as much as we want to build our CVs and develop ourselves, we also need to build ourselves as individuals, having other streams of income to be able to develop ourselves and get the life that we want or hope for. In today's session, we are going to concentrate on how to write a winning CV. And so, if you are ready, let's move on to the this stage, how to write a winning CV, we are going to look at what is a CV and what is a resume. Most people have very varying understanding of it and sometimes are very confused. So we are going to be looking at that. I'll be showing you some documents for you to understand how it works and let you understand all the things that are needed when it comes to a CV and a resume. Now, if you look at the documents I've sent or are on the screen, a CV is the short form of curriculum vitae, which is actually a Latin phrase, which means the course of life. And it's a detailed document that highlights your profession and academic history. A CV typically includes information like work experience, achievements, awards, scholarship, grants that you have earned in your coursework, projects, and publications for your work. You may be asked to submit a CV when you are applying for a job, of course. Then a resume is a formal document that serves to show the person's background and skills. In most cases, it is created in order to help a candidate land a new job. A traditional resume consists of professional summary, work history, education section, and it also works like your job hunting document. And so, having a CV or a resume in different places, we call them different things. In Ghana, it is normally the same thing. Companies would either say, send us your CV or send us your resume. And so, though there are varying differences, like CVs are longer than resumes, CVs normally cover your entire working experience. Resumes are more tailored towards the job you are applying for and they are customized and all of that. Most people or most organizations in Ghana tend to use the word interchangeably. In abroad, in some countries like US and UK and Canada, they prefer to use the word resume. They use CV when they are looking for academic roles. And then in the UK, in Ireland, in New Zealand, and in some other countries, they prefer to use CVs instead of resumes. And so you should know the difference, but then also realize that this is not something that is going to change your situation. Just knowing the difference is fine enough. But in Ghana, we tend to use the word interchangeably. So when someone says forward me your CV or your resume, it's more likely to be saying the same thing. However, when building them, you should also consider some of these things or the differences to know where you fall in. I hope we are following and we are having a nice time. Now, when we move on to a cover letter, after you build your CV, the next thing is a cover letter. And a cover letter is a document that you send along with your CV. Most institutions will require that as you apply for the job, you also add a cover letter. And so you attach your cover letter to your CV when you are applying for the job. Now, don't simply repeat everything you find on your CV or your cover letter. No. Your cover letter is more like your sales pitch. It's your 60-second sales pitch or an elevator pitch. You are in a short paragraph or two or three paragraphs summing up everything about you and telling the employer why you need to employ me. And so this is not the time to go back and pick everything on your CV and put them down on your cover letter. No, here is where you have to look at credentials that will help to market you and get you the interview that you are looking for. And so that is a cover letter. Whenever you are applying for a job, you don't just send a cover letter, you send your CV plus your cover letter. Also remember that around 7:45 we will be having a question and answer time. So if you are fine with that, we will move on to that at 7:45. But in the meantime, I'll continue the lectures, and you can take your time to read them, listen to them. Sorry, they are all just 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds thereabout. Now, what are the most important sections of every CV or every resume? The first one is contact details. When you look at in contact details, we are looking at your name, your email address, and your phone number. Please, this is not the time to be adding marital status, date of birth. No one cares about those things. Sometimes it even prevents an employer from employing you because, oh, okay, you are married, you're a young lady, you are married, you are likely to be having young children, and so maybe I don't want someone who will be going on maternity leave very soon. I see that a lot in organizations, and so take those details out of your CV. They are not needed. When you walk into an interview, you can have time to explain any extra thing that is important, but then keep your contact details to your name, your email address, and your phone number. Now, the next section is the professional summary, and here I'll go into it in details later. You need to have a professional summary instead of an objective. If your CV has objective, please cancel it. And like I'm saying, I'll explain it later in detail. The next area is your experience. For workers who have, or people who are building their CVs, who have some years of experience, your experience area or your working experience, of course, professional experience area must come before your education. And you should have at least a maximum of 6 points. Some of you just copy your whole job description and put it there. No, just have a maximum of 6 points, which includes achievements, and we'll talk more into this. Achievements, you are not just going to be saying, I was filing, I was bookkeeping. Those things are job descriptions I can find anywhere. But what did you do on the job that made your role very important? And this is why when we are working, we need to put in a lot of energy. Some of us just go to work and then we are just like, Yaba, Adiachi, we are here to work. No, sorry for those who don't understand tree, but like it's a new day. Every new day, put in some energy to achieve something good on the job. Now, the education part, your education section should be as simple as possible. All we care about is your degree title or qualification, HND in procurement, BSc in blah, blah, blah. The name of the institution and the year you attended the institution. We don't care about your GPA, we don't care about the courses you studied in the school. No. If there's anything you need to add, then maybe you can add your achievements. For those of you who don't have a lot of work experience, if you were in school and you made some achievement, let's say you were a JCR executive, hall executive, SRC executive, and you made some real good impact and you had some real good experience on the job as a position on campus, you could add those things, or maybe you were given an award. But aside that, just keep it simple. The degree title, the name of the school, and the year in which you attended the school. That's the year you graduated. Now, the next thing is your skills. And this is one area most people have a lot of problems or we struggle with. Keep your skills to 6 strong skills. Don't go and say computer skills, Microsoft. Microsoft what? Ability to do something. The Microsoft on its own standing there doesn't prove anything or doesn't tell anyone anything. It doesn't sell anything to you. So you need to look at strong skills that are relevant to your job. Now, let's not struggle with a lot of things. The internet is available to us. There's vast information online. You can actually just Google strong skills in IT, strong skills in customer service, strong skills in marketing, strong skills in human resource, strong skills in engineering. and you will find a vast area of skills that will help you for your CV. These are skills you have, but maybe you don't even know how to put them out there. And so once you Google them, you find them, it will help you to be able to put in strong 6 skills that talk about you on a CV. Now, there are other areas that you can consider when having building your CV. These include international experience. If you had any strong international experience that are very good for your CV, yes, you can add it. Professional affiliations and memberships. Here we look at CA, ICA, those kind of stuff. CIMG, those professional institutions. Publications and presentations. Here it's more for the academic people. If you've had any major publications and it is going to be very good for your job application, yes, you can add it. Languages. Some jobs require that you have some language skills, and so they are going to ask maybe fluent in French, Spanish, whatever. In such situations, you must put them on your CV. Community service, if you are applying for an NGO and it's very necessary. Technology skills, honors and awards, leadership activities. These ones are optional. And so in case it's relevant for the job you are applying for, yes, you can put them on your CV and it will become very good for you. Wow, I'm talking a lot. I hope we are following. I think I'll have to go on a break for a while so that we can catch up. But the next one before I go on the break is what not to put on your CV. The first one is your date of birth. No one cares about your date of birth. Seriously, no one cares about it. The only thing you do if you send me your CV and your date of birth is on it and you are older than me is that I might feel like this person is just coming to boss me around, and so I won't employ you. It's as simple as that. So take away your date of birth, take away your age, take away irrelevant job experiences. Some of you were selling in your mother's shop and you are applying for a technical lab technician. Selling at your mother's shop has nothing to do with a lab technician job. So take it away. Take away all the lies. Some of you, yes, you lie. It's as simple as that. You lie because you want to have a nice CV, so you say all kinds of things that are non-existent. Marital status. No one wants to know your marital status. I mean, if you want to know my marital status, yes, you can send me a DM, but no one cares about your marital status. Religion. These are some of the things that create problems for us. Take your religion out of it. Because if I want to employ a Christian and I see your religion, automatically I take you out. But then if you come into the interview and I realize you are good, but let's say you're a Muslim or you're a Hindu or whatever, and I realize you are very good for the role, I will put religion aside and employ you. So take those things out. Social security number, hobbies. Some of you just put all kinds of hobbies, watching TV. Those things are really not necessary. Your objective, yes, I said earlier, references. You don't need to put in a reference until it has been stated that put in a reference. Two, you don't need to write reference will be provided when requested. We know you will provide it when we request for it. That is why you are not putting it there. So there's no need for that statement there. And then less professional emails. Some of you put all kinds of funny emails on your CV. Sexyklm at yahoo.com. Kimblow at who is doing what kind of emails are these? You don't need these kind of emails if you're applying for a job, please. Put professional emails, unisjima at yahoo.com or gmail.com or whatever. Your salary information, don't put it online. Official company lines. If you are applying for a job, don't use your official company line as your phone number. It is very bad. You can even land in trouble. Your photo of yourself. I had someone who sent a CV to someone, another person, and the photo of that person was really bad that it almost prevented him from getting the job because Charlie, he wasn't looking good, and we all thought it's it's not a good image of the person to the company. But then meeting the person physically, actually the photo was a bad photo of himself. And then also take away your grades, your GPA, your we don't need it unless you are applying for an academic role and it has been stated you should add it. And then physical description. Some of you do the I am tall and slender and this and that. We also do not need that. Do not put all of that on your CV. I've seen a lot of CVs in the past 2 weeks and it is quite interesting. So take out all of that. Now, the next area that is important, we shall take a break and let me read through your comments. Okay, so we are just on a short break for my people on WhatsApp to follow and be able to get whatever they whilst we are doing the online lecture. Some are also following on WhatsApp, so they need to be able to follow it now. Okay, so we are back now. I hope some of you have been able to follow. If not, just keep listening, and then, like I said, 7:45 we will do a Q&A section. Why? The next thing is why a professional summary instead of an objective. Like I said earlier, that you need a professional summary. You do not need an objective statement. Now, let me explain myself so that you can understand very well. An objective statement focuses on the job seeker's objective. They are concise and tailored to the job they are applying for, and they take up space without offering value to the employer. A summary statement is a professional summary or a professional summary, sorry, highlights the job seeker's skills and proving ways in which they have used those skills to achieve results. And then specifically, summary statements use work history to show how the hiring manager sorry, why the job seeker is the best fit for the position. So the job objective is looking at the employee, the applicant. What is it about me? What I want, sorry, um, is looking more about what I want and is focusing on me, the applicant, whilst the professional summary is focusing on the employer. So let me give you one typical example of an objective statement. To obtain a search engine marketing position in the advertising industry. So I'm applying for a job in an advertising industry as a search engine marketing executive. And I'm saying that my objective is to be able to obtain a search engine marketing position. Or my objective is to become one of the best human resource managers in Ghana. That is my objective. It's for me. It's talking about me, where I want to go. Now, a professional summary says that with a 50 years of financial planning experience, I have maintained over 200 client relationships while helping them develop eventually managing the company's CRM system. Now, when you read this as an employer, you or a hiring manager, you know that the person has something that he can offer you. He has been able to achieve ABC, and based on that, it becomes very prudent for you to employ the person because he has these skills that are helping him. Whereas the objective is just looking at where I want to be, the things I want to achieve. And that is not enough for a hiring manager to think that I want you on the job. Now, an objective statement, as we say, it tells the hiring manager what they already know and it focuses on what you want. Whereas an executive summary, a professional summary, a statement summary, or whichever heading you use, it articulates your value to the employer. It ensures a clear understanding of the selling points and it emphasizes your key strengths. And so these are some of the things you should focus on as an applicant. What should my professional summary include? Now, any professional summary should have at least 3 to 4 or 3 to 5 sentence paragraph. Nothing long. Just keep it simple and straight to the point. You can even bullet it if you want. And then its purpose is to describe the professional experience and give you a preview of your strongest assets, your key skills, your achievements, and area of expertise. These things help the hiring manager or the recruiter know that if I bring you into this company, you have this amount of skills and expertise that will help my company to grow. Not this is what I want to be, and I don't know how it will help my company grow. Our next area is work experience. And you need to know how to list your work experience so that it becomes more important or very easy to read for the recruiter. Now, this section, as I said earlier, should come before the educational section. Right under the professional summary section should be your work experience section. If especially you are an experienced worker, if you're a fresh graduate, this might be a bit difficult for you. And so you might consider rather putting your education ahead of your work experience if you have little or no experience at all. Now, also the title of your job must stand out first. The start and ending dates. If it's a current one, just say current. The name of your company, 6 duties with at least 2 quantifiable achievements. And so don't just put down your duties, but make sure that your duties have at least some quantifiable achievement. Like, for example, initiated a scholarship scheme that was able to raise $7,000 in scholarship. That is something you did as part of your role, and that yielded quantifiable results. And so any hiring manager sees it and realizes that this person didn't just wake up and go to work, but he actually achieved a goal when he went to work. Now, the last but two areas we are going to be looking at, one is keywords. And keywords are very, very, very important. Most of us have, or we do online job applications. I don't know how many of you have done any online job application before. You send in your CV, you send in your cover letter, and you click apply, and it goes. And most of the times we enjoy doing that because it's easier for us as applicants to do. We just keep clicking apply, 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 and it keeps applying. Let's say we are in Jobaman, and we just keep clicking apply, and our CVs keep going, and we can send, let's say, 100 CVs in a day, and we think we are achieving any goal. If your CV doesn't have the right keywords, my brother, my sister, uncle, auntie, whoever you are, I think that you are just wasting your time. Clicking apply for 100 CVs a day, sending 100 CVs a day is not going to help you achieve the goal. Now, what you need to do is to put in, like I said, the correct keyword that will help your CV to be seen by the applicant manager. Companies these days are using automated applicant tracking systems. Now, this is a software. I'm done showing the slides, I'm going to show you how it works. This is a software where you put in your CV, and then it reviews the CV to see whether your CV is good enough for the job. Some applicant tracking softwares come with scanning both your CV and the job description together. And when you do those things, you're able to know whether your CV is actually good enough for that job or not. Now, keywords are your skills, your abilities, your credentials, qualities that the hiring manager is looking for. And so, for, let's say, a customer service representative, your keywords could be customer service, customer tracking system, computer skills, order entry experience, different experiences you can list out there. And there are so many of them online. I keep saying that if you need anything, the internet is so resourceful. I mean, until my website is totally launched and I can ask you all to come to my site, I think that even then, the internet is so resourceful that you don't have to struggle with these things. Aside that, we also are available to help in such situations. But then you can just go online and find as much skills that is needed, and keywords. Just Google keywords for whatever position you are in, and you are likely to find a lot of them. The last area that the last area we are going to be focusing on is power words. Now, power words are also known as action verbs, action words, or different ways of expressing yourself in a resume to describe your professional skills, tasks, and achievements at work in a short and powerful way. Now, these some examples are, instead of using the word responsible for, you can use improved. Instead of using the word work with, say I work with ABC to do one, two, three, you can say collaborated on a team that blah blah blah. Instead of saying in charge of, you can use the word directed 20 employees to do ABC. Power words or action words help to make your CV look powerful, just like the word says. It makes your CV stand out. It puts in very good words. Some of you keep using the word maintain, 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 organize, organize. The whole CV has one word coming through like five, six, seven times. And if I'm going to be reading that throughout your CV, I'm going to get bored without even thinking about the fact that you have sent me a 3 or 4 page CV, which virtually has lots of spaces and nothing really that I'm interested in. And so you should be considering this and looking at that. Look for very important um, power words. So I'm going to go through some power words for us to look at. So when it comes to power words, let me open my power words and then we go through one by one. When it comes to power words, we have words such as administered, commissioned, determined, developed, devised, evaluated, forecasted, formulated, identified, observed, planned, prepared, prioritized, acquired, activated, centralized, charted, dispatched, obtained, ordered, organized. There are so many power words available, and I'm going to send this to anyone on the group chat. If you are not in the group, well, you can just send me a DM, and you wherever you got the link to join this group, you can just send me a DM. I'll send you the power words. They are very necessary when building your CV. You cannot have a CV without these power words. They make your CV more enriched, acted, inputted, installed. I have over 500 power words you can fill your CV with instead of using communicated, 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 you planned, organized. Those words have been overused. Start looking at words that haven't really been used and use them powerfully in your CV to make it more exciting to read. Okay, so I'm sending the power words to anyone who wants to have them. You can look at them and then help yourself with them. Also, if you are on the YouTube live, I don't know how to attach anything here. Sorry. Let's talk about the number of pages. Your CV must be, so now I'm commenting on all my YouTube people. Sorry, I think my screens are sharing. Let me take off the sharing and then focus on you. Okay. I can see you. I can see the slides. Oh, Prince Orlando, thanks. Christopher AJ Frimpong, thank you for coming on board. Um, it's not clear. What is not clear? Please talk about the number of pages too. Please, you cannot have a CV of more than 2 pages. If you really have a lot of work experience, consider maybe 3 pages. But there's so much we write on a CV that is really not important. And so if you have your CV and you realize that there's too much information on it that is really not necessary, take them out and keep your CV to at least 2 pages. The more you grow, yes, you are likely to have a bigger, longer CV, but until then, your CV should be at least 2 pages to quantify every information that you have in there. And so let's be mindful of that. I have posted my number on the screen. You can send me a WhatsApp so that I will just send you the notes, all the notes I have done, I'll send it to you. Once you just send me a WhatsApp, I'll send you the notes. Please, I'll do it after the training, so don't worry. I'll send you the notes, and then I'll also send you any other information that you are looking for or you need. And so just know about that. I'll be doing that for you um, shortly. Once we are done. Any other question? I don't think. Will you do a video for networking skills? Yes, I think we should have another video for networking skills to really build our networking skills, because seriously, some of us, our networking skills are very poor. I mean, I have people sending me messages and they just go like hi. And for 30 minutes, you are waiting to know what the hi was meant for. So yes, we would have, I would have a networking skills training program, and we can move on from there also. So let me go back to my WhatsApp group, because I'm moving between WhatsApp and YouTube. I had to actually come here and make sure that everyone here is comfortable, and then I go back to my people on WhatsApp. Okay, so back to my WhatsApp group. I have sent the power words that we are going to be, you can use for your CV. I'm also going to send the whole PowerPoint presentation that I used for this training program, so that you can use. Now it's time for questions. If you have any questions, you can send them to me. Question time. Yeah, so I hope you guys are really having a good time, right? Are we learning something new? Because I want to be able to point presentation that I used for this training program, so that you can use. Now it's time for questions. If you have any questions, you can. Okay, sorry, I think I was in the wrong area. So let me know what is going on, if you are enjoying the training. And the next time I might actually do a full YouTube version, no Facebook, WhatsApp version, because it kind of makes me distracted a little. So if you're enjoying it, you can just comment and join. Share to your friends afterwards. I think I'll do a proper video where I actually do the training, so that we can share, because this one has a lot of pauses and breaks in the session. So sorry if I was pausing. It's because I was dealing moving between WhatsApp and YouTube. But yeah, it's nice to have some of you around. Kinney Anthony. Wow, that's a nice name. And thank you all for really joining in the session. Please, I asked earlier if the cover can be left open, or it has to be directed to a specific. Please direct your cover letters to specific companies. Stop sending open cover letters. Let's try and customize everything that we do. We are applying for a job. Let the employer know that you are actually really interested in that job. You are not just applying to the whole world. That is why sitting down and sending 100 CVs every day is really not helping. It creates more problems for you than for the employer, and that is why you are not getting results, because nothing about your CV is telling the employer that I should employ you. And so try and customize everything. Take time to plan your CV, your cover letter, sorry, and send them very well, so that the employer actually knows that you really are coming to him, not just putting out your CV just anywhere. It's like I'm just putting out my CV in every corner. Baby, it doesn't help. So let's try and get things well done. Okay, so there's a question. There's a question here. You said, please, you made mention of, please, before I even answer this question, the word you made mention is wrong. It is you either you mentioned. Yeah, there's nothing like you made mention. So my info, that's a nice name. Please correct yourself in future. These are some of the things. I mean, we are working on our CV, so I'm not trying to pick on you, but I'm just trying to help. So softwares that could help us show us. Now there are some softwares or let me say online platforms that you can use. One is called rescore.com. I'll type all of them here for you. The other is called hiration.com. Another is called Top CV, Top Resume, Job Scan. All of them are available for you to use when you are applying for a job. So what you can do is that even before you apply, you can just put in your CV, upload your CV, and they will get you. And these things are free, so they'll get you your results. Rescore, Job Scan, Top CV. Top CV gives you um a human face. Rescore and job scan just that's the automated system. The top CV gives you a human what do you call it? Reviews. Yes, a human review of your CV. So jobscan.com, topcv.com, rescore.com. My people on YouTube, I'll type them all out for you, so don't worry.
Hello, good evening, ladies. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity, and I believe I'm learning so much from you. My question has to do with pictures or passport pictures on CV. Is it necessary to really put your passport picture or a picture of yourself on the CV? Thank you.
Okay, so there's a question here that says that should you put your passport picture on a CV? Please don't put your passport picture on a CV. You will kill all of us if we realize that you are not looking as handsome or beautiful as you think you are or as you believe you are. So please don't do that. It is really not necessary to put your picture on the CV. There are a few companies actually that ask for it, and for those companies, yes, you can consider that. But where it hasn't been asked for, please do not put your passport picture on your CV. Thank you. Um, another another question from my online people, those on YouTube. It says, "Do I always have to change my name? So sorry, do I always have to change my professional summary to suit the job, or should I have a generic one?" Now, if you are applying for jobs, I believe you are applying for jobs in the same area. If you're applying for today is marketing, tomorrow is accounting, tomorrow is human resources administration, you might have to reconsider all of these things. But if you're applying for jobs in the same area, it's always a human resource job, it's always an accounting job. Sorry, because I'm in the business area, I'm going to be using business examples. It's always say an engineering job. You should you can have a simple one professional summary that suits all, as long as it's in the same area. Because in human resource, I know the key areas, I know whatever I need, and so every time I'm applying, they are more or less the same. But then if I'm applying for different areas of roles, let's say I'm in human resource, now I'm applying for a registrar role, yes, I might have to reconsider whether my professional summary is what the job is about. It's I'm not lying, I'm just picking another area of my side of myself that is relevant to this new job, that will make my CV more relevant to them than to myself. You understand? The next question is I asked earlier if you can help. Another question on YouTube says, can I add my LinkedIn profile to my contact details? Yes, if your LinkedIn profile is really doing something that is worth adding. Now, for myself as a career strategist, if I'm going to look for a job in anything recruitment and I put my LinkedIn profile on it. I mean, most of you came through LinkedIn. You've seen what I've been putting out there on LinkedIn. You know that I have been putting out a lot of job related, recruitment related, CV related, interview related issues on LinkedIn. So if I put my LinkedIn profile on my CV, my employers are going to really know more about me and see the depth of work I am doing out there. But if I'm applying for a job and you go into my LinkedIn and all you have is pictures of myself and having fun with my family, no, don't put in that profile. That is why I also advise people shouldn't put profiles of Facebook, Instagram. Please, those two things, don't put it there unless you are applying for social media roles. If you're applying for a social media marketing role and you need Facebook to push you, yes. But if you're applying for a serious business role and you know your Facebook is really, I mean, showing all kinds of interesting things, please stay away from it because you are putting yourself at the wrong side of the hiring manager and they are going to look for things that are really not important about you. Um, More questions as okay, so template CVs are available online. When you look at, I'll type out some online resources where you can get template CVs. There's resume.com or something. There are a lot of them. Look, even just Google template CVs, you will get a lot online that you can use. And some of them have very good modern templates that you can use. This is from a question that someone asked if you can have template CVs to edit. They are online and they are for free. My brothers and sisters, CV reviewing is free. I gave you the review sites. They are free online. Template CVs are free. You can get them online. Just get them. Some of them, even you are not necessarily changing the information on your CV. You are just making your CV look nicer and more presentable. And they have very nice, beautiful templates online that you can use. So just download them. Like I said, when my website comes up, I will have all of these on them. But until then, I will still allow you or direct you to so many of them. So I'll find one of them for you and then you can use. Next question. Next question says that please should the professional summary, be the first on your CV? Yes, the professional summary comes immediately after your contacts details. So your name, email address, phone number, then professional summary. So that comes immediately after, and that's like 2 or 3 sentences. Even if I don't read your entire CV, which is likely I will not read your entire CV. If I have 20 CVs in front of me, I'm likely not to read them. I will read the professional summary because it tells me everything about you in 3 or 4 sentences. It is more or less like your cover letter in another way, let me say, but it is your best selling point, and so you should keep it right on top beneath the contact details. Next question. Can we work on our CVs and send it to you for review over the weekend? Well, yes. I'll say no for now. Actually, I have been swamped. If you sent me your CV previously, you know I haven't responded to a lot of them. If I've not responded to you, it means it's because I've had so many CVs coming in and I've still not been able to respond to everyone. I've started actually sending out most of the CVs, but most of them I haven't. And so I'm really considering a paid version. If I can get some cash, yes, I'll do it. So at the end of this session, we will discuss CV writing and more of that. But if you want to review your CV and get it as soon as possible within the next 2 days and get a human review, just go to topcv.com or topresume.com. In the next 2 days, you will get your response. In the next 2 days, I cannot um, tell you I'll give you a response. That is why I'm telling you there. However, you can also call me on phone and we can discuss and go through, and it will even be faster. You might even get it just there and then. So yes, consider calling me if you want us to look at your CV again. I think that will be a better option. So call me after from next week Monday. This whole weekend I'm really swamped up with some work. Yes, as an entrepreneur, I told you. Um So please, should we send? Can you work on our CV? Please, if you okay. So next question, please. If you have no work experience, how are you supposed to draft your CV to be an outstanding enough? Sorry, thank you. Yes, Angelica, work experience is really important. Some of you or some of us, let me say, I can't say you because when I went to the university, I think I did national internship only once. And it really didn't help because I went into the job virtually knowing nothing. But everyone has some level of work experience because we did national service. If you didn't do national service, then that is also another serious issue. But then, I mean, legally, you are supposed to have done your national service. So I always tell people, before even I answer her question, I tell people always make sure to have internships. Tell your younger brothers and sisters who are in school, do an internship. Also take national service very seriously because it is only after national service that you will be able to have at least 1 year work experience to be proud of. Now, if you don't have enough work experience, put your educational qualifications above your working experience. And then when you are putting down a professional summary, write it in such a way that it meets your work, your non-working experience. Now, I'll try and get some more examples for you after this point. I think this I have to take time and answer it very well. But then you need to look for any good experience you had on campus. Those of you who go to school and do nothing, all you do is to study, pass, and come out of the school without even knowing anyone. Please, it's really not helpful. Engage yourself in school activities so that you have those things are all experiences you can put on your CV to help you to get a good job. And so consider doing that if you don't have enough work experience, but still draft your CV. And like I said, do national service. That is enough work experience to start with, even before you talk about any other work experience. Um, Okay, so can a question on YouTube says that can we add hyperlinks to the CV? Example, a link showing my awards or achievements. Well, like I said, awards and achievements are always an optional aspect of your CV. If you send me a soft PDF version of your CV and I can click on that link to go to where your award was, yes, that will be very good. If it is not clickable, it's really not useful to have that on it. But it is also very good, especially if the award or the achievement you have is very big, coming from a very good or strong point, strong industry, and you think that that is really going to help you with your job. Yes, you need to put it on your CV. Next question, please, must young graduates have one, please? Next question says, please, must young graduates have one page CV? Yes, I mean, a CV must be at least or at most 2 pages. So if you're a young graduate and you are writing 3, 4, 5 pages, please, no one is really reading them. That is the problem we don't understand. You just fill your CVs with lots of job descriptions. You just copy and paste them on your CV, thinking that the longer my CV, the more the employer is going to be impressed. No, that is not going to impress the employer. What is going to impress the employer is when the information on that CV is worth reading. Your professional summary is on point. Your working experience are labeled well, on point. Everything is very good achievements. The employer is going to see that and employ you, not the number of pages you have on your CV. Then, next question: what if I worked after high school before going to tertiary school? Can I use such working experience in my CV? Yes, if you actually had a good length of time of work after high school, you can. But if you had 2 months, 1 month, 30, 15 days working experience after high school, yeah, it might be too short a time. But then when you are now starting work, this is necessary. If you've worked for 5 years and over, you don't even need that anymore. But then if it was a job you actually did for a good lengthy period of time, yes, it is good to add it to your CV for to enhance your CV. And then what is art? So it's 8 p.m. right now. We need to know if there are no more questions, I'll be closing. Have I answered everyone's question here on YouTube? If I have, then fine. I posted my number on the page. So if you have any questions, if you want to have any further interactions, yes, you can just send them to me. Subscribe to my page and let's grow and help each other to become better for the future. You all need very good jobs that make you happy and smiley and everything. Okay, so because you're on YouTube, I'm going to take a minute and try and do a resume scan for you to see how it works, and then you can do that yourself in the future. So let me share the screen. Yes. Oh, um, so- oh, what is happening? I'm having a problem with uploading the screen to be shared. Yes, internet. Oh my god. No, but I mean, once if I'm not able to share, don't worry. Just move to. Let me type it here for you. Um, so that at least you can have this information. So res score top CV. Um, So this I've typed in rescall.com top CV. Top CV gives you um, a human review of your CV. Rescall gives you just a scoring of your CV. Um, Hiration.com gives you the goes a bit further than top Rescall. It's also an applicant tracking system, but it also gives you much more detailed information. And then resume now is just for your CV templates. If you want to have any templates, if you want to use any templates on your CV, if you want to get templates to rewrite your CV, yes, Hiration resume now is very good for that. So you can get a lot of templates on resume now to use for your CVs. And so thank you very much. I have a few questions to end the show. The last few questions, PDF or doc, which is ideal if sending a CV. Please format your CVs all in PDF and send them. Don't send Word documents when attaching your CVs. Okay, so thank you very much for all of you who joined me here on YouTube. I'm really grateful for you. I'm really thankful for all of you being here and making my session, making this session great. So let's have, like I said, save my number. We can talk later afterwards. And then, yes, Christopher will definitely have the networking videos very soon. Have a lovely time and God